can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the dark.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Brooklyn Beats and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4.
This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Burrow going to get this out to Chase.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now Burrow on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. The Bengals hit 3-0 here in the month of September.
Here we go.
And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And some room to work. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Here's Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. On third down, Briscoe. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
11 MT. 11 MT.
Burrow going for it on 4th.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
Here we
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down. Quick. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Operating from the gun. Quick. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. He's got room at the 30. Look at the big man rumble. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor it. He shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Beats are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
11,
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. To the air again, Burrow. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11 coming. 12, 12, 12.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. In motion, the tight end. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
11 MT, paint. 11 MT, paint.
Burrow on play action. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive as they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And again, it's Chubb.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. We'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Slot man moves right. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there, and it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Quick. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st and 10, Quick.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Quick. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw again. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about training.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score.
Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all...
There he goes, left side. And touchdown. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you got.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. Gets through, and now an opening. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The slot man in motion right.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Chubb on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you You've got 2 touchdowns already. You're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Chubb will get the call running left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And this one is right through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Off play action. Quick. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And again, they stop him behind the line. That is read well for a second straight play defensively. Now it's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
11 MPs, hey.
Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And his throw here's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
11 MP, 11 MP. 11, 11, 11, 11.
And Burrow going to throw again. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11.
Now they go play action now. Burrow flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12, 11 common. 12, 12, 12.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. They begin this drive with Chubb. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Operating from the gun. Quick. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 83 yards. And the Beats look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, It actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. He made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Hey, we gotta go score.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Burrow's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 30. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They go up the middle with Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Bengals will get the football back. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one will be incomplete. He caught it, but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw on third down. Quick. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They go play action with Burrow. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Kyle Pitts, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 4th down, Quick. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
On 2. 11.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Martin Emerson.
And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going up top. And this throw will be intercepted.
And the Bengals come up with a late turnover, but it will probably matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team